Afternoon. Here is the news afternoon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu announces Lagos State's willingness to partner Antigua and Barbuda on entertainment culture. Federal government adds 625 megawatts to national grid. On foreign, United States blames Rwanda army rebel groups for deadly strike on settlement camp. And in sport, former Kwara United coach hails appointment of Finidi George as Super Eagles head coach. And now the details. I am Mike James. Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brownie, says his country is ready to partner with Lagos State and Nigeria in the areas of trade and investment. Brownie spoke during a courtesy visit to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House Marina. He was accompanied by his wife Mariah Brownie, Ambassador Davin Joseph, among others. Speaking during the courtesy visit, Brownie said the key objective of his country is to strengthen the relationship between Antigua and Barbuda and Nigeria, as well as the Caribbean and the rest of Africa. Responding, Governor Sanwo-Olu and his administration will partner with Antigua and Barbuda in entertainment, arts, culture and technology. He said Nigeria cannot just sit back and be a developing country. It must take that narrative up. Lagos residents have been warned against building on drainage channels and setbacks, as the government will not hesitate to take tough decisions to ensure a better environment. Speaking at the ongoing ministerial press briefing in Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos State Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, also noted that the ministry would intensify its enforcement of environmental laws and rules while the government continues to build resilient infrastructure to tackle flooding. Wahab hinted that a plan is underway to provide 100 public toilets before the end of the year to eradicate open defecation, urged Lagosians to take ownership of the environment and expose those abusing the environment.
Kilometer of secondary collector drains and 50 kilometers of primary channels and concrete lining of drainage channels have been achieved. For the drainage maintenance, a total of 34 numbers primary channel totaling approximately 115 kilometer lengths were approved and executed under the maintenance dredging of primary channel program, spanning all the original 20 local government areas and effectively draining several catchment areas simultaneously.
Wahab noted that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration is committed towards ensuring sanity in the environment with deeply rooted policies and programs. The Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has again called on stakeholders in the disability community to advocate for policies and initiatives that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workforce. General Manager of LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, made the call during the commemoration of the International Workers' Day event organized by Project Enable Africa. Oyetunde Lawal highlighted the importance of inclusivity and the huge role it plays in the growth of the economy, and joining employers of labor to endeavor to include a percentage of persons with disabilities, PWDs, in their organizations. She said a pivotal role which diversity, equity, and inclusion play in shaping the work environment and the economy at large cannot be overemphasized, pointing out that every individual, regardless of disability, has a role to play in the development of the society. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has announced the addition of 625 megawatts of power to the national grid, increasing the grid's wheeling capacity to 4,800 megawatts. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu stated this at the inauguration of the 63 megavolt ampere mobile station at Aja, Lagos, and at the inauguration of 60 megavolt ampere power transformer in Birnin, Kebbi State. According to Adelabu, the pivotal project is a testament to the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu towards transforming the power sector in the pursuit of reliable and sustainable energy infrastructure for a better Nigeria. He said the mobile substations equally stands as a beacon of hope for businesses households reliant on uninterrupted power supply, stopgap measures during maintenance and emergency. The Nigeria Natural Medicine Development Agency, NNMDA, has documented over 10,000 species of medicinal plants in its move to boost the country's traditional medicine sector. Director General of NNMDA, Martins Emeji, who spoke to fellows of the Africa Disease Reporting Fellowship during a visit at his office, said the documentation is a critical step towards harnessing the potential of traditional medicine in addressing the country's health challenges. According to Emeji, the agency is carrying out massive digital registration and documentation of traditional medicine and products by mapping out all the 774 local government areas in Nigeria to get the digital database of all traditional medicine practitioners. And in some foreign news, the United States has blamed the Rwandan army and M23 rebel group for the deadly bombing of a displacement camp in the Democratic Republic of Congo. At least 9 people, including 7 children, were killed in the strike on the Munguna camp in the eastern city of Goma on Friday. The U.S. State Department said the attack came from positions held by the Rwanda Defense Forces, RDF, and the M23 group. Meanwhile, the Congolese army and M23 blamed each other for the attack. A spokesman for DR Congo's army in the region, Guy Loame Kaiko, said the strike had come to retaliation for earlier Congolese attacks on Rwandan army positions. President Felix Tshisekedi, who has spent several weeks abroad, will be returning to the Central African country this weekend following the attack. Over to sports news. Former Kwara United coach Samson Unwanel has commended the appointments of Finidi George as the Super Eagles head coach, assuring that this will lead to the development of the Nigeria Professional Football League, NPFL. George, who is taking over from Osipasera after leading Nigeria to the final of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, where the team lost 2-1 to Cote d'Ivoire, will be saddled with the responsibility of qualifying the Super Eagles to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Unwanel believes his appointment will have a direct impact on the NPFL players, because for some time now, the local-based players have not been given enough opportunity to prove their worth in the Super Eagles. And that was our news at 12, but just before we go, please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. And you can also visit our website, trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 78 persons and placed 12 under the Talent Development Program, TDP, a student loan program aimed at training young persons in tech skills and placing them in employment? You can always get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brownie, says his country is ready to partner with Lagos State and Nigeria in areas of trade and investment. Brownie spoke during a courtesy visit to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House Marina. The federal government has announced the addition of 625 megawatts of power to the national grid, increasing the grid's wheeling capacity to 4,800 megawatts. We also told you that the United States has blamed the Rwandan army and M23 rebel group for the deadly bombing of a displacement camp in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And in sports, former Kwara United coach Samson Unwanel has commended the appointment of Finidi George as the Super Eagles head coach, assuring that this will lead to the development of the Nigeria Professional Football League, NPFL. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adewale Kworoku. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Beautiful afternoon to you.
This message is brought to you by Mike Frost and Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM.
Obey the rules and regulations of the road for your own safety. Know the drive like say you get extra life for house. If you go, you don't go be that. The people know if you see you again be that. Why you dey follow one way when you're day on call and you know say you